because I really went into this without knowing a lot about the background and the context and the world, because I am a prepared actor. But it's been incredible, and meeting so many people, and everyone's been so welcoming and friendly and just very warm, has been great.
It really has. And Neil, obviously, like we said, we talked in early access, but now that it's out and you've had this outpouring of real adoration for Astarion, how does that feel for you at this point?
I feel very humbled by it, actually. I mean, I'm a geek as well. I played the original games. I worked out more or less in audition stages what it could be. So I was super excited from the beginning. And then getting to play, all of us had these incredibly well-scripted, well-crafted, three-dimensional, multi-layered characters. And that's just the companions, let alone the hundreds and thousands of other characters and the 248 other actors involved in the making of Baldur's Gate. We knew it was going to be great. Like, I'm a gamer as well. I played a little bit of early access because I want to understand more about the mechanics. Obviously, I do motion capture with Larian, which was great. I was also directing with Larian for a little bit of the performance stuff, about 6 months.
Wow.
So I played a little bit, and it was just mind-blowingly good, especially because it was early access. It hadn't even been finished and polished and stuff. So I knew it was going to be great. I don't think any of us were prepared for the love and the outpouring of support and interest and joy that the game and our characters, individually as well as a group collectively, have given people. And I think you're absolutely right. It's overwhelming in the best possible way. It's been amazing.
When you saw the audition, it was down as a Warhammer name, but it had D&D mentioned, and you figured it out.
Yeah, all projects that you come to an audition stage have code names. Obviously, sometimes it's not useful or helpful or positive to spoil a game by announcing that it's coming out and stuff like that. So we use secret names for projects. And I saw it as Drakenfels, and I used to play Warhammer Roleplay. I still play Warhammer Roleplay, I'm a geek. So I realized that Drakenfels is a character from Warhammer. So I was like, oh, cool, they're doing a roleplay for Warhammer. That's really interesting, and that'll be high fantasy. That's cool, I dig it. And then they sent us the brief, and the pictures were not Warhammer races, they were D&D races. And because I know my D&D and also gaming history, I was like, well, it's been 25 years-ish, possibly more, since the last Baldur's Gate, and Icewind Dale as well, so it's going to be one of those games. Okay. And I freaked out completely.
It's very good powers of deduction.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, all right, Sherlock.
Well, it's like Devil King. It's clearly a tiefling. It's like that's only in D&D.
Clearly, if you know your...
Yeah, if you know your D&D, it's definitely... Oh, guys, come on, it's clearly...
I was not successful as a young man. No, man. I'm going to put it out there. I was playing games when it wasn't cool, doing D&D when it deeply wasn't cool.
Yeah, it's chic now, thanks to things like Stranger Things.
When I started dating people, I had to at some point go, and there's this thing that I do. And just
tabletop D&D?
Yeah, man. Like full on. I'm a GM. I'm a DM, man.
Are you?
Yes. That's right. I roleplay.
I would love to see Astarion DMing.
Yeah, me too.
You failed the stealth check.
Oh dear, you failed again. Critical one. Oh dear, darling. Then you're dead. Roll up a new character.
Did you know all the D&D races?
I knew all the characters, yes. Yeah, I got this audition, I was like, definitely...
must be Baldur's Gate,
Must be Baldur's Gate 3, yeah. No clue. No clue. I actually think it's quite good, now that I come to think of it, it's actually quite good that they codename our auditions and the games, because it puts a lot less pressure on you as an actor. I had no idea, obviously, of the game. Probably I could have figured it out if I had, Neil's detective skills or some context of this game, but I didn't. So I was like, okay, I think I auditioned for pretty much all of the characters.
So did you, yeah. Talked about that before.
Yeah. And I actually had a sneaky peek of my auditions.
Really?
Yeah. I had a little look because I managed to dig them out. And my one for Shadowheart is hysterical. And thank God I didn't get cast as Shadowheart.
Angry.
Have you shown Jennifer?
It was, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, she found it very funny. Let's just say it was not my casting.
No.
But the Lae'zel one, but bang on.
Is it basically the same as it is now?
It is pretty much.
Really?
It's pretty much the same. But
wow.
I guess in the moment, I was just like, okay, I read the lines and I was just like, this is how I perceive this. And it was just meant to be.
It's interesting with that, because I only auditioned for generic races.
Yeah.
When I worked out probably what it could be, I didn't care. I just wanted to be in it. So they gave us a whole bunch of races, and I just went, okay, an elf, a human, and this and the other. And I'll just try everything apart from probably dwarf and gnome, because I may not be able to get those. But I just went up for everything. And they actually made a decision to get me in for almost like a recall demo, where we came in a suit, we did the whole lines. So I did with Jason Latino and Josh Whedon from Pitstop, and I sort of did the recall as a demo, as Astarion. I didn't realize Astarion was a companion at that point. I just thought he was like probably going to kill him, because that's sort of, I'm usually antagonist. So I thought, well, he's just going to be another person getting killed. That's fine. Let's go, just come in, play a vampire, and I'll be in the game, which is amazing. So, and then they told me afterwards that actually he's a companion. That's when I was like, whoa, that's really huge. So.